Hello everybody and welcome back to IRL International Racing League. It's a brand new season. We are here for F2 here at Australia and here at Albert Park. Season 9, second season on the game. I'm Brandon Glover doing comms for round 1. And we're here at the Albert Park circuit. Very common track for round 1 of the season, just like it is in real life, and we've got a lot of familiar faces. So I'm just gonna get all the data and telemetry up. Just give me a second. Hello, Lewis. Can you just tell me, just make sure that the stream's all good? Because it usually is, but just in case, just give me a thumbs up, please. And already we've got people on their lap. It looks like Ninja is the first guy on track. I'm not sure his real name. I'll get the list up in a second. I'm familiar with most people here, but I'm not familiar with this guy. I think this is Nathan something. He's coming down to turn 3 now. He's on the soft tyres. Strategy, thanks to the stream, is good. Strategy, best strategy I'd say is soft hard. Already got a yellow flag. Ferrari's gone off at the second to last corner there, you see on the mini-map. And yeah, strategy is going to be soft hard, I think, unless there's going to be rain. A lot of people on mediums though. I did not expect that, to be honest with you. And yeah, just 1 second, I'll get the list up now. And then everything will be good. Yes, we're on board with Nathan Carr. He's coming to he's in the third sector now. Third DRS zone on this track. There's 3 on this track. Looks to be a pretty solid banker, to be honest, from him in the Alfa Romeo. Really pushing there. They're about to lift off a bit. You got a bit of understeer there. Second to last corner. Don't bottle the lap. Open the DRS, and the first time in the session is going to be a 1:19.6. Next to cross the line was Eisen De Jesus, or Jesus, I'm not entirely sure how you said it, I might have said that wrong. But he's gone P2. Let me go leader, there you go. I'm not sure how to pronounce his name, probably butchered it. We've now got we've got James Torish, who's just crossed the line on the mediums. And he's on 2.7 seconds off on the mediums. And the Mercedes has crossed the line. We've got Sean O'Sullivan starting his lap. He's on the mediums, he's in the Haas. See what he can do. Only 3 times still set. People are crossing the line now. Bjorn Langfeld goes third. 1.2 seconds off. That's Sean really losing the back end then. Into turn 3-4 section. Quite snappy in there. You don't want to lose the car there, otherwise you're going to crash. Seems to be taking it quite easy and not really using the exit curve there. Into turn, is that turn 8 or 9? Again, yeah, he doesn't seem to be pushing too hard. 8 viewers, which is good for round 1 of F2. Oh, we really had to lift off. That's not ideal. You want to take more curve there in the turn. I think that's turn 13, 14. Final sector now. 2 90-degree right-handers. Oh, Sassy Pickle's already out. That is turn 13, 14, where everyone crashes around this track. Oh, lots of understeer there from Sean. That's not going to help him. It's going to be quite a slow time, I think, from him. And yeah, slowest of all, 2.8 seconds. Let's pick up Sanjay. Sanjay's coming around the final corner. He's going to cross the line on the soft tyres. You expect him to be top 5 at least. Might have ARS, yeah, he gets third, 4/10 off Nathan though. Speaking of Sanjay, today is his 99th IRL race in all divisions. On Wednesday, he'll look to get 100. He'll be the first man to do that, Sanjay. So he's top of the leaderboard for IRL races. And I'm behind him in second. So we've got JCK. This is if I can find him. I don't think he's on my list. Yeah, sorry, this is Jose Crua. Jose Carlo Crua. Jose Carlo Crua, that's going to be hard to remember. Call him Jose. And he's invalidated his lap. Or is he on a... he's not on an out lap. But he has invalidated. Trap Formula. I'm sorry, I'm still going to have to get used to some of these names. This is Fergus Wilson. He's definitely on lap. He's pushing through there. He's on the mediums. Oh, he's run wide. That's not invalid, but it's going to lose in time. I expected that to be invalid, but it's not. He's really revving that engine. That's... Oh, he's on the grass again now. It's invalid. Oh, yeah, he's really revving that engine. I would not recommend that. Let's go on board with Lee Kelly. Very experienced man in F2. Back in Season 5, Season 6, I believe, he was in F2. A lot of races in F2. Oh, he's nearly lost the back end then. That was close to a spin there from Lee. But he's coming down into turn 3 now. Picks the braking point nicely. A lot of stabs on that steering wheel, to be honest. He's looking nice. To turn 5. This is turn 7. Looking nice. That did say purple sector 1 there. Obviously the game does trick you a bit. This could be a good lap from Lee. I think he's definitely one of the quickest in this tier. So I'd expect him to be up there, the top 3. Oh, lift off through there though. I did race him on Wednesday in performance and he did alright. Did push him off accidentally in turn 3, but yeah. Revving that engine into the second to last corner now. Third gear. Short shift to 4th, short shift to 5th. Across the line, where is Lee going to go? It's going to be a 19.791, which is a 10th and a half behind Nathan. Lewis Marshall in the chat. Oh, Brian, when will Jared crash? Good question. I mean, it could be anywhere, couldn't it? Is Jared on a lap? He's about to start one or finish one, is he? He's about to finish one. And he was 8/10 off, he's now a second off, because Eisen just went quickest overall. Eisen, just like Lee, is definitely one of the quickest in this division. Did a bit of F1 last season as a reserve, and he's been moved down to F2. Very quick guy in relation to this tier. So yeah, Jared went 8th, a second off. I think he'll be happy with that though. Joe Hollis has just gone second in the McLaren, a 10th off, good run from him. Joe Hollis back full time now in IRL, I believe, after he had a lot of issues, I think, in terms of internet, and he moved house last season, so he's back full time now, which is good to see. Louis Quinlan is on a lap. He's the other McLaren, teammates with Joe Hollis. He's coming into turn 3 now. Oh, locks up, goes deep. That's not going to help him. 4th gear through there. Well, that's invalid. Yeah, don't want to run too wide there. That's his done. This Mercedes is... not sure who this is, but they're starting a lap now. Yes, they are. Although they're in mode 2. Mode 2 is... I'm not sure. Is mode 2 hot lap? I can't quite remember. Yeah, Louis Quinlan, yeah. Old David IRL. Been here since season 4. Joined some of the times like me and Felix, Matthew, and things like that. But he's missed a few seasons, but he's back and it's good to see. Let me just get the spreadsheet up. I'm not sure who this Mercedes is. Is this Lewis Fastman? No, he's the other Mercedes. Okay. Okay, I'm not sure who this guy is, but he nearly, whoever he is, he nearly lost the back end then. But it seems like quite a solid lap from him. Unless I'm... box up there. Green flag, there must have been an incident behind him. Looking at the map, I think it was a Ferrari or a Red Bull. Another lock up there. Locked up a few times on this lap. Round the final corner. And he will go P12, 1.5 seconds off. Jose Crua went P12 then on that lap. And who have we got on a lap? Let's go on board with Eisen. Oh, sorry, he's just come out the pits, never mind. Kevin Harrison is not on a lap. Lewis Vassman is not on a lap. Let's try and find someone. Sanjay's on a lap. Sanjay currently P8 in his 6/10 improvement. If he wants to get anywhere near the top wall, but he loses the back end, then that's not going to help him. Into the second to last corner now. Opens the DRS. I didn't quite see how far he was up. Once again, losing the ERS very early, and he cannot improve, unfortunately, for him. Eisen's not there yet. Louis pit. Jose is back on a lap. No, sorry, this is Nathan Carr. I'm just getting very confused. I apologise. And he hasn't validated, it's brilliant. Lee is also on a lap. He's coming to turn 3 now, once again locking up. A few drivers locking up into there. Into turn 3, that is. And Lee needs to improve by 4/10 if he wants to get pole position. Yeah, he's 2.5 tenths up right now. He hits the grass though. That's not going to help him. Lee is very capable of getting pole position in this qualifying session. And he slams that curb. That's not the line I would take. I'd avoid that curb, to be honest. That's what I've been doing the 2 races I've had here already. Revving that engine, that's invalid. Yeah, Lee, revving your engine a bit too much there, unfortunately. Let's go on board with Eisen. He's on his lap now. Can he extend his advantage? He is 1.5 tenths up. He certainly can extend his advantage. So right now I think Eisen is going to be my guesstimate, I suppose, for pole position. As he's coming into turn 13. Oh, that's very close to invalid there. Just about got away with it. Final set of corners now. 5th gear, that's an unusual gear for, I think. Oh, that's understeer though, and he's invalidated. Is he going to pit now? He needs to pit and strap another set on. Yep, sensible from him. And he's in the pits. Only a few people out of track. Brandon Villegas, I believe this is. Yes. He's coming around the final corner to finish his lap. Where can he go? He's currently 8 tenths off. Across the line. P5. Very tight top 5 and 6 there. Very close. Just a small improvement and you can get pole position in this race. Joe Hollis, can he get pole position? That's invalid. And nearly in the wall, actually. So Joe just needs to calm down a bit. I don't know if he has the fuel to go for another lap, but if he does, he'll certainly be still in contention. James Horworth. Is he on an in lap? If he is, he needs to get a move on. But he's definitely not on a lap. I don't think anyone's on a lap at the moment, unfortunately. Joe is, but he invalidated, so we'll carry on board with him. He's not opened the DRS though. I don't think Joe has enough fuel. His fuel light is on if you look at the bottom right there. So I think he's going to be out of this qualifying session. Unless he can very, very quickly get in and out of the pits. It's going to be very close for him. So who's the first out? It is Nathan. Okay. This Nathan, then the Alpha Tauris, I'm looking at the map, then it's a racing point. So we're going to go on board with Nathan. He's 2 and a bit tenths off pole position right now. And he's given himself enough time so he can go for a second lap if he bottles this one or gets invalid. But he crosses the line, he's got traffic, hopefully they don't get in the way into turn 1. Hits the apex nicely, Louis get out of the way, that could have put him off. Louis Vassman there in the Mercedes. That could have put Nathan off there. I'm not sure if it did. Down into turn 3, he's still going for it. Second gear, short shift to third. I'll keep it in third for here, he does, to get the rotation. Nicely done. Is he going to be up on his time? At the end of the first sector, he's half a tenth up. He needs more though. He needs about a tenth and a half more if he wants to get anywhere near pole position. Into turn 9, I think this is. Does he take the curb? Yes, he does. And the exit curb. Really hard to get the traction here. Javed lets him by. Into turn 12 and 13. Takes it nicely. Keeps the prop in and he's invalidated. That is him done. What can Eisen do though? I'm not sure if he's up on his time, but he's coming to the same section as where Nathan just invalidated. Obviously Eisen isn't under pressure, he can just carry on, and that's definitely invalid. Driver's turning in too early there. Lewis saying it's an annoying track. I think James Horworth is one of the next guys. It is. No, sorry, this isn't James Horworth, this is a different James. James Owl is James Horworth, I'm sorry. This is James Torish. And he's coming through the same section. He doesn't invalidate, but Joe's in the way. Might have got a bit of dirty air there, that's why he lost the back end. Lee is out, Nathan is out. So is Eisen, I believe. This guy's teammate. Final few corners now. I'm not aware, I didn't see how much James is up by. 6 though, if he wants to improve to pole position. Up to the line now. Where can James go? Cannot improve. Where's Kevin? Kevin's invalidated, he is out. What about Louis Vassman? We saw him block, I think nearly block, I think it was Nathan, but he's in the Mercedes, he locks up. I think he's probably the only guy now who can take pole position off Eisen. Turn 12, turn 13, he's half a tenth up, he needs more than that though, he needs to get more out of this final sector. Kevin is done for the day. He won't improve, neither will Sanjay. He's coming to the final sector now. Can he improve to pole position? He was half a tenth up, he needs another tenth at least. Round the final corner, 4th gear. Upshifts into 5th, all the curb used, DRS open, up to the line. Louis Vassman goes on to pole by 40 thousandths of a second. Sanjay's done. So is the Ferrari. What can Langfeld do? He'll be the last guy to set a lap. Round the final corner. Can Langfeld? No, he backs off. He wants a free tyre choice. And there's your running order. Louis Vassman on pole position. Fantastic. Eisen unlucky. 300ths off. Kevin less than a tenth off in P3. Shows you how close it is. How small the margins are. But that was quite an exciting qualifying session, I think. Lewis Marshall in chat saying James Horworth's debut was his favourite race we had in IRL. 2017 Hungary. If I remember that race correctly, it was like full on carnage on the first lap. I don't know where I finished in that race. But yeah. We got Louis Vassman in chat saying that's enough. It certainly is. He's got pole position ahead of Eisen, ahead of Kevin Harrison, Joe Hollis, Brandon Villegas, Nathan Cart, Lee Kelly, James Torish, Sanjay in P9, and Jose Crua rounds out the top 10. And outside the top 10 we've got Louis Quinlan, Sean O'Sullivan, Jared Fosbury, James Horworth, Langfell, Bjorn Langfell, and I'm not sure who was underneath him. Won the Mercedes, so I'm not sure about his name. I think, did we have 17 or 18? I can't quite remember. It's dry for the start of this race. Lewis says mega battle. All right. I can't remember that. That race too well. To be honest, I have to go back and watch it. To be honest, Lewis. Lewis Fastman saying he thought he screwed pole position in the second corner, sector 2. I can't quite remember which corner that is. But it doesn't matter, Lewis, you're on pole position. Doesn't matter how much by. So the drivers now can obviously sort out their strategies, fuel loads. Obviously they're in park firme, so they can only change like brake bias, differential, and front wing. So not much they can do now, apart from just drive around as fast as they can. Yeah, Lewis, but if you click on this channel and then go on playlists, they're all on. All the old races are on the playlist, so you don't have to search your channel or anything. So that's fine. Let me get the data up and the telemetry, whatever you want to call it. We want tyre interval broadcast. Yep, full track map. Cool. So yeah, last 3 people. It was these 3 guys. I don't know what these guys' names are. If I can quickly just get the spreadsheet up and try and memorize these guys' names, because I'm not too sure. So Sassy Pickle is Adrian Villarreal. I think I've pronounced that right. Okay, Adrian, I'll try and remember that. Trap Formula is Fergus Wilson, and I can't find this guy's name on the spreadsheet. And I don't know what to call him either. It's like a bit of a weird name. He hasn't got like a word in it. So I'm calling him Hab. Call him Hab. Okay, so that's Fergus and Adrian. Fergus, Adrian. Okay. I'll try and remember that. But here's Louis backing up the pack, sorry. Warming up his tyres. Don't make the mistake like I did yesterday and have cold tyres off the start because I didn't warm up enough. Bit stupid. Obviously the AI has now took control of their cars. So it'll be Lewis. I'm not sure which pronunciation it is. I think it's Louis Vastman. I don't know. But he is on the left-hand side. Eisen is on the right, as in the camera angle we've got now. Hopefully I'll get a better one though, facing towards them. If this game would love to give me one. Give me an angle. There we go. Louis on the right, Eisen on the left. We've got 5 red lights, and away we go. Here, F2 IRL Season 9. And unfortunately the timings are glitched. They are ghosting. But Louis looks like he's got the lead. He's kept the lead. I think the Alpha Tauri of, yeah, that's Eisen, he's kept in the lead. We've got a crash behind. There's a Mercedes round. That's Hab. But Louis has kept the lead. 1 Mercedes in the lead, 1 Mercedes behind. Yeah, unfortunately the timings are glitched, so it's really difficult to know where everyone is. But Joe is in 4th position. And I think that's Kevin in 3rd. Or is it Nathan? One of the Alfa Romeos is in 3rd, but Louis has kept the lead. And I think it's gone back to normal now. So Louis in the lead from Eisen, 4 tenths behind. A bit of a gap now to Nathan. Behind them we've got Lee on the inside of Kevin. Lee gets the move on Kevin. Kevin didn't really do anything about that. But now Kevin's under pressure from Jose. But I think he's got it covered. No moves into here, especially on lap 1 if you're crazy. Single file now. No one going side by side. James has got past Jose. Is Sanjay going to be able to capitalise on that in the Red Bull? No. We'll go back to the front. Louis got an 8 tenths gap to Eisen. To Nathan. Are them timings right? Nathan looks a lot closer than 1.5 seconds to me. Oh yeah, that's just updated, so it was wrong. He's now 4 tenths behind. Joe 7 tenths behind him. So it's settled down a bit now. And Eisen is just keeping there. He touches the grass. If that was real life, he'd be in the barriers now. and we can get away with that a bit. And he battles behind. We've got Kevin very close to Lee Kelly. 2/10. That's probably it's the closest battle on track right now. Kevin's lost a little bit of time there though. Joe has lost DRS to Nathan, so that could be crucial when DRS is enabled. It's not currently enabled. That will be the end of lap 3. And the top 3 are very close together. Could we see a move now into the on the back straight? I think we could. You know, Nathan's very close to Eisen. Stay in single file, but for now, Louis already got a 3-second time penalty. That's trap. And Nathan 2/10 behind. Oh, he nearly hits the back of him there. Late braking. Very close there for them two. If there was DRS, I think we would see a move right now, but there isn't at the moment. Anything going on behind? Can Kevin make a move on Lee? Can Lee make a move on Joe, actually? Not at the moment. Touching the ground. DRS is now enabled, so very soon we'll be able to see moves. But can we see a move now? Nathan going down the outside of Eisen. They make contact. Eisen gives him a rub round the outside. Eisen keeps the position. There's contact. They hit him. Nathan has damage. Nathan has his wing taken off by Eisen. And Joe has just ran wide behind them as well, putting under more pressure from Lee. So Nathan has damage. Will he pit? I don't know how much he's got. Give me a better angle and we'll see how bad it is. But it did look quite bad. I think he got damage on the contact with Eisen, and then again when he hit the wall. Oh, and Lee Kelly's round. We've missed that. Lee Kelly has spun round. Did he make contact though with Joe or Kevin? Sorry, where's he gone? Has he got going again? He has, but he's under pressure from Louis Quinlan. Is he going to go round the outside and turn 13? The 3 wide. Lee lets him go through. Lets his teammate go through. I thought it looked like contact there. And Lee, unfortunately, has dropped down to P15. I don't know if he's got damage. But Joe, look at this, right on the back of Nathan now, that damage. Nathan pits. So that damage is severe enough, unfortunately, for him. It's going to be a long race from here now. I don't think Cards will make it from here. So if I were him, I would do like medium soft or medium medium right now. So Jose Crua, DRS on James Torish. Very difficult to overtake around this track. Sean O'Sullivan right behind Sandro. Again, no moves being able to be made. I say that, but Louis Quinlan is under pressure from James. Is James going to make a move into here? No, Louis does defend though. And Lee is right behind these two guys. Obviously we know Lee has got the pace. He qualified ahead of these guys, so you'd expect him to be right behind them. Slight lack up there from Louis. But Kevin, I think Kevin's right behind Jose. He goes down the inside. Jose's turned in. They've both spun. Massive crash. Sanjay is out. Sanjay is out. I think who else was involved there? I'm not too sure. 4-car crash. Sanjay has just crashed out of this race after Kevin was turned in on. And we have a virtual safety car. Wow. Just caught that. Sanjay is out of this race. Kevin was on the inside in the right-hander. And wow, big crash. Lewis saying no Sanjay indeed. Who's that in the pits? We've got a few people in the pits. So Louis, we've got Sean. Oh, we've got James in the pits as well, going on to medium tyres. Okay. A lot of drivers in the pits right now. Wow. So I think it was Jose, was it, on the outside? Or was it Nathan? One of the others. Well, we've got a green flag racing. Lee on the outside of Jose. He's got the outside of the next corner. Yeah, you're not going to make it around there. Lee, you're going to get a warning. And he stays behind just for now. Further up the field, Jared has made his way up into 4th position. Fair play to Jared. Got a yellow flag in sector 1. That is a racing point, that's a trap. He is in last place, unfortunately for him. But yeah, Brandon Villegas is putting Jared under pressure right now. Both on the same tyre compound, same age. And I think Brandon's going to go for a move here. He is, he goes to the outside. Can Jared do anything about that? No, he can't. Oh, is Jared's? No, Jared's nose is not still in there. And Jared's conceded the position. Can Jared come back though on the start-finish straight? He'll get dirty air for this corner. And I think he's lost a bit too much ground. Brandon goes to the inside to break the toe and defend. He moves back. And Jared is too far back to make a move. What about his turn 3 though? Obviously better overtaking spot than turn 1 is turn 3. And once again Jared's too far back and he locks up for good measure there. James Horworth on the inside of Kevin and gets past Kevin. Has Kevin got damage there? I think he does. Yes, Kevin does have damage after that contact. And obviously Sanjay ended up crashing out in that contact. So I think Lee is going to be on the back of Kevin now. And he's going to, yeah, he already isn't. No, he's going to get past soon, I think, with Kevin's damage. Yeah, what I think Kevin is doing is he's just waiting until the time is right to pit for hards, and then he'll go to the end on hards, because it's still a bit too early, I think, as Hab gets a 3-second time penalty. But can Jared come back at Brandon? Oh, VSC. I'm not entirely sure who this is for, but this is allowing everyone to pit now. All the soft runners will be able to pit. Oh, is Louis going to get held? No, Joe's too far back, so Louis will be fine. Brandon's in the pits. The medium guys are going to stay out. Yeah, Jared's in as well. Everyone going on hards. Yep, as you would expect. No one's double stacking anything or getting held, I don't think. So let's have a look at this. Look at Eisen right on the back of Lewis. So Lewis needs to be careful now for the restart, because he could, if he's sleeping, he could get overtaken by Eisen. And they have traffic in front of them as well. Obviously James Horworth and Bjorn Langfell is ahead of him, and we are green. And Louis was a bit slow there. Eisen did pull out, but he keeps the position. But I think he's going to be under pressure soon. Is Eisen going to make a move into here? No, that was the contact there. They were very close. But I think on the next DRS straight, it's going to be very close between these two guys. This is obviously net for the net lead of the race, and we are going to see a battle for the lead here. Is Louis going to defend? A little bit. Eisen tries to go around the outside. Can he do that? No. Louis defends nicely. But I think start finish straight, we're going to see more of this. Eisen very close. Louis too far behind the car in front to get DRS to help him defend. I think we're going to see a change of net lead here. Louis defends. Eisen takes the inside anyway. And Eisen takes the lead. Louis pushed out wide a little bit. And Eisen does take the net lead of this race, and he gets DRS to defend from Louis. I don't think Louis can do anything about that now. He just needs to stay close and wait for the next DRS zone. Yeah, too far back. So keep an eye on this battle. I can see Nathan Carr getting past Jared Fosbury. We'll come to that battle in a minute. And Jared has actually kept ahead of him. But we are going to keep an eye on this battle. Now, Eisen nearly within DRS of James Horworth. The top four now all within DRS of each other. So are we going to see a bit of a DRS train actually? Sanjay, after retiring, is in chat. Well, that ended early because some drivers don't have impatience, I agree with you, Sanjay. Going side by side into them corners is quite stupid, especially this early into the race, unfortunately. And unfortunately, on Sanjay's 99th IRL start, he has crashed out, unfortunately for him. Better look for your 100th one in Baku. So no change of the top 4 as of yet. Obviously, the 2 guys ahead. Despite being on older tyres, I think these tyres will still be pretty decent compared to the hards. Only 8 laps old, remember. So I'm just saying, pure stupidity by an earlier champion, referring to Kevin, who's currently in P14 after his incident. And he's just got past Louis Quinlan, actually, as Kevin. But we are going to keep an eye on this battle. I think Eisen would be past James by now, if James didn't have DRS from Bjorn Langfell. Now let's check the ERS. Langfell, despite not having DRS, is on 74%, 29%. So and the 3 guys behind him all on similar. So Langfell doing an absolutely fantastic job. On saving his ERS. Are we going to see a move here for the lead? No. Langfell stays ahead just for now. But URL inside, supporting his fellow URL acquaintance, I suppose you could call it, by saying, go on, you can get this. Well, he's currently in P4, net P2, so he has got a very good chance of winning this race. Can James do anything on Langfell in this straight? No, I think he's going to have to wait for the next straight, and then he'll have a good chance of getting past. He's a good exit now, and yeah, he's definitely got a good exit. Look at this. Is Langfell going to defend? Oh no, James too far back. I thought he'd be closer. Behind them. Oh, Eisen's hit! Eisen's been hit by Louis. Louis slows down. Has Louis got damage? Louis too late on the brakes there, and he's hit him. I think we've got a yellow flag in sector 3. That's Nathan, I think. Is it? No, Nathan's just got past Jared. That's not the yellow flag. The yellow flag was Trap Formula. Yeah, he's had a stinker of a race so far. But yeah, these 2 guys, Jared and Nathan, having a back and forth battle. And yeah, that tap from Louis has made Eisen drop off now from James in P3 and P2, unfortunately. For him. Oh, and I think James is going to make a move round the outside. Goes James, and he gets past Langfell. And Hab is retired. Are we going to see a safety car? No, it was in the pit lane. Can Langfell come back at James though on the stop finish straight? Still got a yellow. We've actually got a yellow flag on this straight, so I don't know. Will he be able to get past? It's green as it crosses the line. There's now a yellow flag in this sector, but he was too far back anyway. Down into turn 3 though, can he make a move? No, he's way too far back, unfortunately. Louis, oh, again late on the brakes. Louis is a lot better on the brakes compared to Eisen in that corner. Obviously, the other lap we saw him hit the back of Eisen. So he needs to be careful he doesn't wipe his front wing off. Looking at his wing now, I think he's been lucky and he did not get damage. And yeah, Trap has retired. He's had a terrible race. Unfortunately for him. Brandon gets a time penalty. But yeah, Eisen, as expected, has now caught the back of Langfell again. So can he make a move this time, unlike last time? Jared with a penalty. Jared with another penalty. Was that? Or am I blind? Not entirely sure. No chaps left yet. Oh, that was James getting a bit snappy on the exit there. Onto the main straight. Can we see any moves being made in this top 4? I think they're just stuck in a DRS train right now. Nothing can be done, I don't think. So we're going to go after this 3-way battle for P10. Oh, look at this. Is that that's Louis on the outside of Sean. And that's Kevin. Can he make a move on Sean? He goes down on the inside. Once again, Kevin, I think, a bit too impatient there. And this is a 5 or 6-way battle now for P10. I think Kevin on the back of Louis. Is Kevin going to make a move? No. Down to turn 3 though, I definitely think we're going to see a move. Louis gets a penalty. Corner cut in turn 1 there. Is it going to stay single file? I doubt it. Oh, they've hit. Oh, how did they not touch there, Louis and Sean? Oh, there! JCK has crashed out. Jose has crashed out. He's lost it on the back end. How is that not a safety car? I don't know. He lost it just on pure traction, no contact, and we've got a third virtual safety car. Wow. Lot of action now. So just to sum up there, we've got a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It was a 6-way battle for P10. Hab in the comments. Hab just, I think he was retired on purpose. He was down the back, and he just retired in the pit lane, unfortunately for him. So we are on the virtual safety car. Oh, we've got the medium runners pitting. Of course, this will help them. They can go on to hards. So that has released Eisen and Louis now. And we have gone green. So the two medium guys won't gain too much time. And no moves being made into there. Where will these guys come out? They'll come out in P9 and P8 respectively. And obviously they'll have about 6, 7, 8 lap fresher tyres than the guys ahead of them and behind them, for that matter. Is that Sean going for a move? No, it's not. It's actually Sean under pressure from Kevin. Kevin's now got the inside for turn 4, and he gets the move done nicely. Oh, and there's that Sassy Pickle. Just keeps it out the barrier. He hit the back of Sean there. Just about kept it out the barrier. This battle is very heated between these two guys. Jared is involved too. Jared's currently last, no surprise there. And there's a 5-way battle for P10 right now. Oh, is that Pickle going up the inside? No. Very close to the wall and the exit. I think we've got Brandon Villegas not making a move on Joe Hollis. Very close. And are we going to see anything on the start-finish straight between these two guys? I think, yeah, Eisen's lost a bit of time there. Louis too far back though. Yeah, too far back for them guys. What about Brandon? No, Brandon's going round the outside of Joe Hollis. Breaks late. Can he hold it around the outside? Joe pushes him off. Oh, and he's hit. He's round. Brandon's round. He's lost it on the grass and the dirt on the exit. Unfortunately, be careful. Don't. Oh my God. I thought he was not going to ghost then. And James and Lee would have been out. No moves behind. But yeah, a lot of people crashing in this sector of the track. Oh, and this is Sean getting overtaken now by Pickle. Jared is right behind Sean. Has Sean got damage or is he slow? I think he's just slow. So I expect Jared to get past him soon now. Is Jared going to go for it now? No. Jared got overtaken by me on Wednesday into that corner, so he knows it is an overtaking spot. But not on this occasion. Obviously, as per, we're talking about Jared Bottles in the chat, as you would expect. And this is, that's Brandon getting overtaken with his wing damage. Yep. Unfortunate for him. And, oh, is he going to get in the way? He is going to get in the way there of Louis and Kevin. Pitmate, oh no, that's awkward. Go across. Oh dear me. Should have committed, mate. You should have went to the right hand side, not the left hand side. Lost even more time now, unfortunately. Nathan is made his way up to P5 now, and he's right behind Joe Hollis. So Brandon couldn't get past Joe. Can Nathan get past Joe? Sorry, saying that what we do, obviously. Is Nathan going to move now? No, he's not. He hits the grass. Doesn't affect him though. Kevin with a penalty. I've seen a lot of penalties in this race, so just keep in mind that I think penalty is going to play a massive factor at the end of this race. And there you go, look at that, Nathan on the inside. And gets the move done. I think Kevin's just spun, has he? He has just spun. Unfortunately we missed that. I don't know if it was contact or on his own, but Kevin has just spun. That's promoted Jared and Sean and Pickle up a position. And we've got a battle for the lead. Oh, Louis so close there to Eisen into turn 1. He's lost a bit of time though now through turn 1. And again, he's just too far back into turn 3. If he got a better exit there out of turn 1, he would have definitely been able to get at least side by side with him, I think. No moves further behind them, I don't think. And Jared get past Sean. Jared on 14% ERS compared to Sean's 40 odd. Oh, and that's Pickle going. That's Louis round the outside of Pickle. Pickle is round. Why were they going side by side through there? I don't know. He's reset the track. That is illegal in IRL. He should get a penalty for that. You're not allowed to reset the track. So yeah, he's now got damage. So that will be a punishment. But yeah, you're not allowed to reset the track. Pickle. I don't know if you know that, but you should do now. So if he gets reported, that'll be a penalty. Lang fell behind James. Yeah, Lewis, yeah, you're right, saying it's just silly, it's just silly. I mean, obviously, we didn't see what happened before that, but going side by side there isn't usually a good idea. Yeah, what was he doing, as Lewis said. Louis once again too far back, back into turn 3. Can Langfeld get past James? You saw in the background of that shot then you saw Louis and Sean and Jared. 3 main battles now on track. Battle for the lead, battle for P7 and the 3-0 battle for P9. Bjorn Langfeld just a bit too far behind there. And Sean and Jared are too far behind to make a move as well. So Kevin has pit, as has Pickle. Pickle had damage. I don't know if Kevin had damage. Maybe it's just a tactical pit stop. Either way, he's last. Plumb last. He's going through turn 1 now, and the leader's going through the second class corner, you see on the map. So he's well and truly last. If he pit again, he would be a lap down. So the previous F2 champion is not having a fun time, unfortunately. Again, no moves from the top 2. It's just so hard to overtake around here. Nothing happening there. Langfeld, similar distance behind to oh, we've got a yellow flag. Sorry to interrupt myself. That was oh, it's a Renault, it's Brandon, and he's in the wall at turn 13. I saw a yellow flag in sector 1. And then there's another yellow flag, and that was Brandon, the second yellow flag. Don't get in the way of Kevin, please. He's just come out of the pits, Brandon, as well for wing damage. Unless that was Pickle. His teammate, sorry. So yeah, Brandon didn't actually get damaged there, so he's just going to carry on. Oh, he's going to block Kevin. Kevin's going to give him that side of there. No, he's not, but he's going to breeze past him out of the DRS, I think. Brandon defends. Kevin round the outside. Turns in. And Kevin's got the move done, but they're going to carry on going side by side. Who's got DRS? It's Kevin. He's on the outside for turn 3. Kevin turns in. Nicely done. And he has got the move. And he moves up to P13, also known as second to last. Is Louis any closer this time round? No, he is not. Is Langfeld? As we've got Joe Hollis in the pits. Joe Hollis in the pits. Why have he's got damage? Has he made a mistake? I think maybe he's hit the wall because he has got damage. Got to the soft tyre. And he has thrown away a good result, unfortunately for him. Brandon gets a penalty. And Joe has dropped outside of the points. Jared close to Sean. Is he going to make a move? No. Too far back for Jared. Jared, of course, back in F2 now. He was previous F2 champion. He has, I think, the joint most wins in F2 with Eric, who raced after him. Obviously, Jared was in F5 last season. Obviously, he hasn't got quicker. He definitely hasn't got quicker. It's just we've got less divisions. So just because he's come up from F5 does not mean he's got quicker. Just as bad as he's always been. But he's currently in P10 though, in a points position. So fair enough, Jared. We've got a yellow flag. Oh, is that Langfell? It is Langfell. Langfell's lost his wing. We've missed that. Was he going for a move on Louis, or has he just lost it on his own? No problem, Eric, for the mention. And he's gone off the track. He's pure understeer now for him, and that is a shame. That's another guy who's going to be dropping out the points. So I'll put Joe Hollis back in the points now. And we've got a virtual safety car because of the debris on track as well, I think. I've just missed that. So that's alright, I suppose, for him. And look how close Louis is following Eisen there. Louis Quinlan, Sean also in the pits on soft tyres. Okay. I don't think they would have lost a position now. Have they lost a position? Yeah, they've lost a position to Jared actually, yeah. And maybe James, so not sure if that was for damage or just a strategic call. Obviously they'll be very quick now on the soft tyre, but can they gain that ground back? Green flag. And Louis isn't any closer, unfortunately, for him. Lee Kelly with a time penalty. Oh, look how close Louis gets on the braking there. Louis is definitely more confident than Eisen on the braking. So if he does get alongside, I think he'll be able to outbrake him. Five and a half tenths behind, make that 6 tenths now. James is in the pits. He was on mediums. He had to pit. Yeah, he wasn't going to make it to the end. Oh, I think the VSC. He was a bit too. I think he went past the pit lane. We have the VSC. So where's he going to come out? Is he going to come out in P6 or 7? I think P5 or 6 even. Where's James? He's going to come out behind James. Yeah, and he'll be ahead of Jared. Yeah. There you go. Louis, again, too far behind to do anything to Eisen. It very much reminds me of the 2018 Australian Grand Prix when Hamilton was just stuck behind Vettel and Vettel went on to win. Which is impossible to overtake. Gets close on the straights, but then the dirty air and what have you. It's just too difficult to get close. He's been consistently within 5 tenths, but he's just closed the gap a little bit now to 3.5. If he can keep this gap, he'll have a very good chance to get past now. He just needs to keep this gap. Oh, he's lost a bit of time. It's gone back to 5.5. It's gone down to 4 again. He's closer this time, is Louis, I think. Oh, he's gone to 6, so he got a bad exit out of that corner. He had a bad exit. And again, I don't think he's going to be able to do anything. Yeah, look how much ERS he's on though. Yeah, he's on 9%, so ERS is an issue for him. James Torish, I think, is going to breeze past James Horworth right now on the fresh soft tyres. And he does. James Horworth, no point fighting that one on the old hard tyres. And he will now begin chasing down Lee Kelly, who's in a solid P4 position right now. Louis Quinlan sets the fastest lap of the race, down in P9, so he'll pick up an extra point unless someone takes it off him. And here James Horworth gets a penalty. Brandon Villegas on the back of Kevin. Oh wow, he nearly hit the wall there on the exit of that corner. onto the grass. This is the battle for the wooden spoon, the battle for last position. Currently Brandon has that honour. Louis with another time penalty. He's picking up time penalties left, right and centre right now. Yeah, there's been a lot of time penalties in this race, so just taking into account that it's going to be a big factor at the end of this race. Let's go on board with James Torish. He's absolutely flying right now. He's catching Lee very, very quickly. I think he just wants to hope that his tyres haven't died by the time he gets up to the back of him. Let's go on board with a lap. On a lap with him right now. Oh, never mind. We've got Joe. The two McLarens battling. Joe and Louis. And I think, I'm not sure who's just got past who there, but they're on similar age tyres. And I think Joe is going to be able to get back past him right now, or at least have a go at Louis. Look how much ERS Joe has got. Yeah, Louis on 6% and Joe's on 70, so in terms of ERS, Joe is doing a lot better right now. No team orders here at McLaren, I don't think. Will Joe go up the inside? No, he will not. Also, I think Louis might have made a little mistake there in P2. He's now dropped outside of DRS, so a bit of breathing room now for Eisen. So if Louis wants to win this race, ignoring time penalties, if he wants to win it on track, he needs to close that gap back up again. Let's go on board with Joe. Not the best traction on the curb there. That curb is really annoying, I must admit. It's very difficult to get the traction down sometimes, especially on old worn tyres. Even though Joe is actually on 4-lap old soft tyres. His teammate on 3-lap old soft tyres. So yeah, look, 10% compared to 64. I mean, Joe needs to start using that. We're getting to the end of the race now. He needs to start using that ERS. He needs to just dump it and get past him, because obviously you don't want to finish the race with 50% ERS. You want to, know you've used all you can. And he's quite far behind right now. I think we've got a battle for P13 though. Yep, Kevin under pressure. Is this the rev glitch? It certainly is the rev glitch. Well done, Codemasters. Yeah, so we're not going to go on board with you anytime soon. Pretty sure that's been in the game for quite a few years now. Yeah, let's not go on board with you. Wow. Good job, game. You can actually hear it even on when looking at Kevin. It's a dodgy sounding engine. Yeah, I don't want to hear that. So yeah, as I was saying, James has now caught Lee. Don't know if there's going to be much Lee can do about this, to be honest. Unless James's tyres start to die now. Onto the start finish straight. Gap between the leaders, 1.6 seconds right now. Right, it seems to be widening as well. So maybe once Louis lost that DRS, he cannot get back in it. 1.7 seconds now. Can James make a move on Lee? No, he's too far back. Got very close to him there though. Lee moves quite late there to get the line for the next corner. But I think Lee is going to lose this position inevitably on track to James soon. I don't know if Lee was trying to break the toe there, but interesting tactics there. Only a short straight really. Both of them taking that corner nicely. That's a satisfying camera angle. I really thought James would be right on the back of Lee, like literally pushing him around these corners, but Lee's doing a good job really. But on this main straight, can James get past him? How much ERS is Lee on? He's got about 10% more than James. But James just needs to dump it all right now. He just needs to dump it all, get past, and then Lee ain't going to get past on hard tyres, so he needs to do that now. But again, he's just too far back. The nature of this track, too far back. 2 seconds is now the gap between the leaders. Only 2 battles on track. This is this battle watching now, and Brandon and Kevin battle down in P13 and P14. So reminder, Sanjay crashed out. Sanjay retired by crashing out with an incident with Kevin. Hab and Trap both retired in the pit lane. And I believe Jose... I'm not sure if he retired manually, but I know he did crash a few times, so he might have retired manually. I'm not 100% sure on that one. Can't quite remember. Joe Hollis with a 3-second time penalty. A lot of time penalties, as I've said a few times now. Oh, look how close. James getting to lead. Surely he's got to get past now. Look how close he is. Use that ERS, come on. Lee has actually got less now, so Lee has been using his ERS to defend. So surely he's going to be a sitting duck now. He's got to be. Look how close he is. Look how close James is. Come on. Make a move now, you've got to. Again, he's just too far back. Oh, nearly hit the back of him there. Obviously, James will have a lot better braking performance than Lee on them soft tyres. Another battle form there, we look for P10. Battle for the final point. We've got Sean and Sassy Pickle. They're both on medium tyres. Let's go board with James as he follows Lee. Not really pushing too much there. Look how much he's lost loads of times to Lee, and he's just got a time penalty. So I think James's tyres have gone off now. Yeah. Eric in chat saying this reminds him of 2002 when Mark Webber defended in his Minardi against Mika Salo's Toyota for 5th year. That's when he stood on the podium, didn't he, even though he wasn't on the podium. I believe, Eric, if I'm right in saying that. I think. But, come on. James needs to make a move now, and Lee. Here he goes. Is he going to go down the inside? Lee places his car nicely. James goes down the outside. Lee now on the outside. Oh, good defensive driving there from Lee. Swoops around the outside. And he hits the grass now, does James. A good defensive driving now, and them hard tyres for Lee. More support for Louis in the chat. If he wants to win this thing, he needs to close up unless there's penalties that I'm unaware of. Because I haven't checked the penalties, we'll just see at the end of the race. But on track, yeah, Louis is not going to win this race unless he somehow finds like 2 seconds a lap on Eisen right now. There's a 3-way battle right now for P12. Langfeld, Kevin and Brandon. I think Langfeld's tyres are going off. You can hear that terrible sound of the rev glitch there from Brandon, even when you're not on board with him. Okay, URL inside saying that I'm assuming he's talking to Louis, and saying Louis will win on penalties. So that's inside of information there. Can Kevin make a move? He's Langfeld's using the ERS. Kevin goes down the inside, and Langfeld does not battle that, but he gets a switchback. Actually, he's on the inside for the next corner. Oh, was there contact there? I'm not entirely sure. I didn't get the best camera angle, but it looked tight. There you go. Look at that. Langfeld goes down that side. Cannot make that stick. He's going to get a terrible exit now, and I think Brandon's going to be able to capitalise. He is going to be able to capitalise. Are they going to go side by side into turn 1? No. Obviously, both drivers behind Kevin does have DRS, so that's going to help Langfeld to defend. But is it going to help him enough? Because Brandon He's closer, but again he's too far back. And I believe Eisen is coming across the line to win. He is. But will Louis take it on pens? Yes, he does by 0.4 of a second. Louis wins round 1 of IRL Season 9 F2. Congratulations to him. Fantastic. We've just missed a crash. I think that was Louis Quinlan who's just spun. Yeah, he's just spun, has he? Yep, he has. Fortunately for him, we were looking at the leaders. Nathan Carr comes home in 3rd. Lee Kelly comes home in 4th. James Torish comes home in 5th. James Hallworth will get 6th. Jared Fosbury in the Ferrari. He's weaving. Please crash, please crash, please crash over the line. And he isn't going to crash, but he comes home in 7th place. Joe Hollis in 8th. Sassy Pickle in 9th. Sean O'Sullivan gets 8th. That's actually Joe in 10th and Sassy Pickle in... Sorry, Joe in 9th even, and Sassy Pickle in 10th. Louis Quinlan bottled on the final lap and got 11th. Oh, and there's a lot of penalties for him as well, so I think Kevin got 11th there. Yeah, Louis got 14th, look at that. So he finished last actually, after that bottle. James Horworth with the driver of the day. Have it. Louis wins on the penalties due to the fact he had no penalties. Eisen in 2nd place and Nathan in 3rd place, and we've already been through the rest of the order, but just to update you with the bottom, it was actually Langfell in the end who got 11th, Kevin in 12th, Brandon in 13th, and Louis did get 14th. And then those are your DNFs. Wasn't the best race in my opinion. Obviously Australia isn't the best track we're overtaking, but it is what it is. James Torish got the fastest lap, so he'll get the extra point. I want 22.725. Louis saying GG indeed. Eric saying amazing fights, good job, top 3. Congrats, Louis. Indeed. I'm not sure if I'll be able to do podium interviews, to be honest. Not due to the fact that I got invited, I actually don't have time, I've got to be somewhere, but I just realised the time, so yeah, I don't think I'll be able to do podium interviews, unfortunately. I apologise for that. I've actually got to go earlier than I expected. But yeah, that has been IRL F2 round 1, and it's been the start of season 9. So congratulations to Louis, congratulations on the top 3. I don't think I'll be commentating next week for F2, but obviously make sure you check out the Twitter. FP will be on Wednesday, F1 on Saturday, F2 and F3 on Sunday. And thank you for watching.